You wake up to dry air and the roar of the baking sun. Ancient Egypt. Not exactly the plush vacation you might have imagined, but here you are, in the legendary New Kingdom era. For most people living in this time, just making it to adulthood is considered an achievement. Infant mortality rates are sky high, and routine healthcare is all but non-existent. If you're already past the diaper stage, pat yourself on the back because you've dodged the first big bullet. Growing up in this world is no child's play. From the moment you can walk, you're hauling water, tending animals, and learning to manage crops. Being a kid here means you're expected to pitch in. Can you handle a little dirt under your nails? Good, because your daily meals might be nothing more than dusty bread, a gulp of milk, or half an onion for that extra flavor kick. It's bland and rough, but it keeps you from keeling over. Then comes the social puzzle. Egyptians love order, and their society's pyramid is as strict as any stone monument. The pharaoh reigns supreme. His pals and advisors stand just below him. Then come the scribes, merchants, and skilled workers. At the bottom are farmers, laborers, and foreign slaves, often prisoners of war. You, with your bizarre accent and modern attitude, might stand out like a sore thumb. Thankfully, you manage to convince everyone that you're one cool dude. That spares you from the chain gang, for now, but convincing them is only half the battle. Next, you've got to work. Over 90% of these people farm for a living, and you're about to join that club. When the Nile floods, farming grinds to a halt, so you'll also find yourself hauling stone for construction or doing other odd jobs. Payment? Mostly more bread or possibly some vegetables. No coins yet. Currency in the sense you know doesn't exist. Those months on the farm are long and grueling. Your bed's a patch of dusty floor, and let's not even get started on the friendly neighborhood scorpions that like to drop by at night. On a lucky day, you get to wave your sickle around without lopping off a co-worker's arm. On a bad day, well, let's just say you'll be practicing your apologies. Then, there are the countless ways to get sick. When you bathe in the Nile, you might think you're keeping clean, but that same river is where everyone dumps their waste, cleans their clothes, and even disposes of a few questionable items. Parasites like mischievous little flatworms would love nothing more than to invite themselves into your body. If that doesn't take you out, an all-star lineup of plagues like malaria, tuberculosis, or that scratchy cough your buddy picked up last week might finish the job. Remember, no modern shots here, just home remedies and prayers to the gods. As if farming and staying disease-free weren't enough, construction projects pop up whenever the Nile decides to flood your fields into swampland. Pharaoh wants a new temple? Congratulations, you're hauling heavy stones in the blistering sun. It's a chance to earn some recognition and maybe an extra ration or two. Just watch your step. One miscalculation, and you're pinned under a massive rock that'd make even your future chiropractor cry. Oh, and about that pharaoh you so narrowly impressed. He's got big ideas about expanding the empire. That means you could find yourself drafted into the army, armed with a curved sword called a khopesh, a spear, or a bow. Pick the thing. That looks the least dangerous to you, though safe isn't really an option. Pharaoh's enemies might be distant sea raiders with questionable motives, but you know what's not questionable? Their pointy weapons, aimed squarely at your midsection. On the battlefield, you learn fast, block, dodge, strike, repeat. Everyone's either an ally or a direct threat. There's no time to weigh moral dilemmas. If it moves and it's not on your side, that's your next target. And that's just the highlights of surviving a single season in ancient Egypt. Sure, there's some excitement. Monumental buildings, desert adventures, maybe even a party or two during festival times. But every day is a fresh round of danger, disease, and draining labor. Modern luxuries would start looking mighty appealing right about now, wouldn't they? So, can you survive ancient Egypt? Maybe, if you don't mind questionable drinking water, back-breaking tasks, and the occasional spear thrown your way. Then again, once your dusty tunic dries under that scorching sun, you just might find a strange pride in calling this place home, at least until the Nile overflows again and forces you to do it all over.